Hello friends, welcome to BNP Techniques. My name is Sudhir Kumbhari. Today's session we supposed to start with the actual programming, but I thought of giving you some kind of guidelines how we can learn programming, some programming methodologies which we should implement while learning the programming as per my experience. Okay, so I'll just share with that. So what we are going to discuss basically the areas where you can ignore, and the areas or the things which we need to focus on. Okay, in addition to that, how we can develop our logical thinking while learning the programming. So those things we are going to cover in today's session, because you guys will definitely get help from this session, and before starting the actual programming, so that you can implement the things which I'm going to share with you guys before starting the actual programming. Okay, so guys, let's start.
So guys, we are here and I have collected some data points for you. Okay, those are not the major things, but those are very simple things which we can keep in mind while doing the programming. So the first point is, don't focus on syntaxes, rather focus on coding part. What I'm trying to say, guys, I still remember my college days when we had to store everything over here, and in the exam we had to write all those programs by recollecting each and every syntaxes. Okay, I hope this is not the case with you guys. If this is the case with you, there is no option. But yes, if you are learning Python or any programming for your career point of view, then don't worry about that. Okay, don't worry about syntaxes, rather focus on coding part. So let's see with an example how we can focus on coding part. So what I'm going to do, I'll change my screen, and I have opened my PyCharm window. Guys, if some of you guys are not aware about PyCharm is an integrated development environment used for Python programming. Okay, so don't worry about this PyCharm. We are going to cover each and everything, Python installation, this IDE installation, in the coming sessions. Okay, don't worry about that, and don't worry about the program also. So guys, I just, okay, probably it's not clearly visible to you, so let me increase the font, right? Then it will become visible to you clearly. So I'll go to settings, font is selected. I'll just choose this font as 40. I hope now this is clearly visible to you. What I'm trying to say, okay, let's try to understand this part with an example. Let's say number is equal to 1. Okay, I'm just writing something, some program. Okay, while this number is less than 5, what I'm going to do, I have to print something, right? What I'm going to print, this number, and then I'll increment this number by 1. That's it. I'll increment this number by 1. Let's run this program. I have to choose this file. Guys, see here, can you see the output? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this loop is condition based, right? Till this condition number less than 5 is true, this code is going to work. This while loop is going to repeat that print statement again and again till the condition is true. This is what we need to focus on, and don't focus on how to write those syntaxes. Okay, this is the first point, guys, and let's move to the second point. Okay, guys, the second point is explain it to someone else to remember the concepts. What I'm trying to say here, okay, let me ask you a question, right? You must be learning many things from since your childhood. How many things you are able to recollect now? Okay, do you have any way? How do you guys remember all the concepts, whatever you are learning? What is the way? My way of learning the things and remembering all concepts is to explain it to someone else. Whatever I learn, I'm going to explain it to someone else. So guys, if when we start explaining to someone else, no, then only we will come to know that how exactly how much percentage we have learned that concept. So just make an habit. That way we will be able to remember the things. That is what I am doing. So this is the way. Just try to explain it to someone else. Okay. You can discuss with your friends. Okay. The third point: comment every program. What is this? Whatever program I'm writing now, we simply have to comment it with a beautiful comments. Now, what is the advantage? I'll tell you. Let me go to that screen and I'll tell you. Okay, see, we are here on the PyCharm window. What I'm trying to say? Here, give some comments, some beautiful comments over here. Put your name like author, who is the author, who is or a programmer. Okay. Second point is date, when you are writing this code, and the purpose. Right, this way. Just write your code, comment. Okay, I'll just comment it. So just keep a nice comment to your program or to your code, because what will happen after 1 month or after 15 days, probably you will forget what you have written in this particular file and what kind of program it is. So at least just give brief description. It will give you good feeling about your code, right? So this is the third point, and let's move to the next one. What we have is try to find more ways to solve a problem. This is very, very important, guys. If you're learning a program, always try to find out some more ways to get the same output. For example, okay, let's again go to my screen. Guys, so let's start. What I'll do, I'm just going to declare some variable over here. X is equal to 10, Y is equal to 12. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we are going to write a program to swipe these numbers. So Y is going to store 10 and X is going to store 12. Okay, let's see how to do it. For example, what I'll do, I'll just declare a temp variable which is going to hold the value of Y, right? So temp is equal to Y, and now Y is equal to X. Okay, so and then X is equal to temp. So temp, temp. What we did over here? What we did? See, I'll explain you the program. Okay, the value of X is 10, value of Y is 12, and then we have declared a temporary variable. The temporary variable is holding the value of Y, right? So now Y is free to hold the X, and that's why Y is equal to X. So now Y is holding the value of X. So the first swap is done. The second swap is still remaining. That is happening with this third statement. X is equal to temp, because where Y is stored in a temp variable, and that's why X is equal to temp, right? So this is the way we have done the swapping. Now let's just try to print this statement, print X, and print Y, right? Let's check the output. I'll run this program. I'll show you the output. Let's check the output, guys. See, 12 and 10. What is the value of X now? It's 12, right? And what is the value of Y? It's 10. So we do have one more solution for this, okay, in Python programming. Okay, so this was the first approach. What I'll say, I'm going to say this is my first approach. First, I'll just comment this part, right? I'll put it here so that it will be easy for Okay, this was my first approach. Okay, now let's discuss about the second approach. What I'm going to do, I'll comment these three statements. Okay, so I commented. Now I was telling you to find out the other solutions to get the same output. How we can do that? Okay, in Python we do have one more solution. Simply we need to write x y is equal to y comma x, and it's done. Yes, it's done. It's very simple and straightforward. So if I run my program again, you guys are going to see that output. Okay, see, same output again. I'll show, you can see the output in the output window, 12 and 10. So what we did to get the same output, we got two solutions. And if I ask you which is the better way, the first approach is better over the second one, or the second one is better over this first one, definitely our second approach is better, because we are not utilizing any third resources like temp variable. So this is the way how you should think, and you can try to find out the other ways. That way you will improve your logical thinking. Okay, always try to discuss with your friends or someone whosoever is available with you. Discuss the code or discuss the logic. That way you will improve your logical thinking. Okay, guys, let's move to the next point. What we have is okay, so here we are. Comment everything, we saw that, right? Try to find out more ways to have a solution. Always think about the real-time scenarios where you will use these concepts so that you will remember it. That's absolutely true, guys. Learning means what? Learning means what? Let's say I have learned some concept, right? For example, that while loop. Just consider that while loop. Okay, you have learned it, you have coded it, your program is running fine, absolutely fine. Yes, good, very good. What after that? You should learn it. Means what? You have to try to think where exactly in the real-time scenarios you are going to implement that concept. For example, if you consider that while loop, right? So in the real-time projects, you might need to read from the files, right? You might have a different files where there will be different number of lines. Some file may have 10 lines, other files may have 100 lines. So you don't know. To read those files, you can use this while loop. You can put that condition that you have to reach till the end of the file, right? So in that cases, you can use while loop. In real-time scenarios, many projects, companies are running some automation services as well. And what those automation services do, they will dump your data from the main table to the history table, because this is not feasible. No, I mean, in the same table we can't keep the records which we have processed since last 5-6 years. So what mostly companies will do, they will have some automation program, they will run some services, and those services will dump the data from your main table to the history table, so that it will be used for history purpose or some record purpose. Okay, so in that automation system also you can put your while condition. You can make that condition is true, because that automation system has to run 24/7 hours, right? Or that depends on you. So these are the real scenarios where you can utilize the concepts which you are learning. When you will start thinking like this, then you will start learning, right? Okay, guys, let's move ahead. Till the point you don't know where exactly you are going to implement that concept, you have not learned the concept. You have simply understood it, you have run some programs, but I'll not say that you have learned the concepts. Okay, and that way you will remember also. Okay, let's see. Okay, guys, the last option, no option rather than practicing. Yes, you have to practice each and every program. Okay, there is no shortcut way to be a programmer rather than practicing. So practice it more and more, and you will get better. Okay, guys.
Guys, do let me know how was today's session. If you have any better suggestions how we can improve our video quality, do let me know in the comment section. And yes, if you really like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and please don't forget to press the bell icon to get more notifications Catch you in the next video. We will start with actual programming. Okay, thank you guys.